apologies a little bit for the abrupt cutting off of the rather fantastic music again by Debbie Gomes. Hello there, welcome back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. You can just call me Stent. Last time, we spent a day at the beach, ran around for a little bit, watched as a dog got kidnapped, and then the dog evolved, and now we have to fight the dog. Though, given we also had a fair few side quests around the area beforehand, I figured we may as well start off by doing those first. Welcome to the stream, Norm. Hopefully you enjoy. Indeed, I did do a fair bit of grinding off-stream, mostly just to complete more dex entries and level everyone up. So now, if we go and hit... yeah, that's... it seems to just stop at 99, unfortunately, so that's... Lopunny basically done. Monferno basically done with what we can do with it at the moment. Let's see over here. Umbreon, we still need to do agile moves, but as you can see, 70. We're starting to get to that point where some moves need us to have a lot of time investment in order to see the sort of full extent. Also managed to get some Eevee up to snuff. There's a very particular reason for that. Oh, hey, Jonesy. Go up here. We'll come back to this in a little bit. But, yeah. Do what's basically done, so... there's nothing stopping us from evolving everyone. That being said, however, whilst I was out and about doing some more grinding and such, I ran into this little fella. Called him Jet. I didn't expect to find a shiny in this game, but lo and behold, we found one earlier than I did in my normal run, so it's kind of a shame I wasn't live to actually see this one. Oh well. At the very least, we can evolve all of them, so we'll start with Josh. I gotta wonder, thinking back to this, what everyone's reactions really were just to seeing all these new Hisuian evolutions. Because I can't remember 100% sure whether or not these were promoted or not. I mean, this one's certainly cool, and it's neat that it actually got a rolling competitive with the fact that it could just lay down spikes with its attacks. Speaking of which, let's just check to see what we need to do with Hisuian Samurott. We need Aqua Tail, Ceaseless Edge, and Hydro Pump. I think we have access to 2 of those at the moment. Yeah. Oh, he knows Night Slash. We all know he knows Night Slash. But, yeah. So, I can't remember whether or not Ceaseless Edge also crits in the Scarlet and Violet, but we'll take that over Slash, and we'll give it Aqua Tail as well. For the time being, still keeping focus energy on it though, even though Swords Dance would probably be right. Oh, I can learn Hydro Pump now, that's pretty cool. So I can just teach it everything, and we can get right to work with filling out those dex entries. It's just a shame that I'm likely not going to be using Pokemon in any of these noble fights. Anyways, I also named Monferno. He's Monferno. I called him Sips, based off of everybody's favorite walking natural disaster of a monkey. It's a shame that I'm probably the only one who knows the context of that. But regardless, here is the walking example as to why I should have paid more attention to the Diamond and Pearl anime. Because I know for a fact this one was quite popular with his arc. Oh yeah, here we go, Raging Fury. His new quote-unquote signature move. Don't worry, we'll get round to him eventually. See what we need to do with Infernape here. Flare Blitz and Raging Fury. Okay. So we'll just teach it Raging Fury for the time being. Not what I'd initially had in mind for that, but sure. We'll just keep Raging Fury on it for the time being. It's kind of a shame that this just ended up being a move that just got shared out with absolutely everyone, but it's nice that they got at least some love in this game. Would have been neat actually if Raging Fury, Wave Crash, and Headlong Rush were in BDSP. Then again, that would mean that BDSP had to deviate in any way, shape or form from base Diamond and Pearl, which we couldn't have had that. Oh, and I can already evolve Jet right off the bat, but I think we'll hold off on that because we go up here. What do we need to do with Staravia? A fair bit on Staravia already. I've been fighting a bunch of them. Mostly just Aerial Ace, okay. I already have Aerial Ace on Jet. Based on everybody's favorite Screechy Hawk, and oh, I actually have a whole bunch of better moves I can teach it now, like Brave Bird and Roost. Not exactly how I'd expected for this to start off with, but it's nice nonetheless. Okay. So we had a fair few side quests around here. Mostly, I think, one over here. So we'll go and resolve that real quick. I think it involved much... Oh wait, we can't do that one yet because I haven't turned in anything. Alright, we'll just do the two down here. And of course... Alright, more balloon challenges. Here they start to get a little bit tough. Burst me my adorable Pokemon. Exhilarating, really. The 24 balloons. I can't remember whether or not you got a proper reward for doing them. For doing this over and over. I'm pretty sure you do. Because otherwise there'd be no reason to do this more than once. And here we get a feature which I do definitely appreciate of the ride Pokemon here, which is seamless transition between going on land and on water. Maybe weird, but Basculegion I think might actually be my favorites of these ride Pokemon, even though I made my thoughts clear about ride Pokemon already. All I'll say is I like the double jump. It's kind of a shame I missed on that one, but we're only going for 24. So no, don't have to worry too much. Also means we get to go over here, which I haven't done yet. Weird thing is, the double jump feels oddly delayed compared to a lot of the yeah, it's definitely something you have to get used to, this this double jump here. That's a... Alright, it's kind of a shame I missed so many, but we passed nonetheless. 34. Okay, so you do get rewards for clearing all this stuff. You get a nugget at the very least. And there was one more over here which I needed to do. This little girl here with a little penguin, her little Piplup. You're part of a survey corps, right? Could you help me out? Do what I can. This Pokemon's so hungry they can barely even move. I've tried giving it food, but it wouldn't take a bite. I don't know if it's being stubborn or what. It showed some interest in plump beans, but it still wouldn't eat them. We could make it special. Oh, of course, it'd make the plump beans extra tasty. I'm sure this deal will eat them. What kind of supply corps member am I to completely forget about crafting? Probably like a fair few players of this game. Okay, maybe bean cakes will do the trick. You can make one. If you need the recipe, you can find it at the Craftworks. Unfortunately, we're not at the Craftworks at the moment, so I guess we're just gonna... Oh wait, I just remembered. We can potentially find cakes in these crates here, can't we? I guess we'll just have a look, see if we can try our luck. I gotta say though, despite the graphical limitations, definitely do like the vibe of this particular area a fair bit. I think given the context of how this game looks, I think it looks pretty nice, question mark. But obviously when you just put it right next to say Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey, it just falls apart instantly, which is kind of a shame. Speaking of not looking so great, one thing which I figured I'd end up mentioning at some point, there we go, mushroom cake, that's not what we need. But yeah, the avatar model changes in Pokemon Go. I've heard about them, I've seen them in action. It's definitely been a long time since I played Pokemon Go, since the last time I played properly was like 2019 when I went to Florida, and honestly I wasn't really having that much fun with it, so I stopped, mostly for good, and I've only occasionally gone back and looked at it, but I think after these model changes, let's just say, I probably won't be looking back at it out of curiosity at any point. It's... maybe I'll show some examples on stream later, but needless to say, it's definitely been a notable downgrade. Nobody is happy with it. And I will admit, I am a little bit worried that the direction they went with those models may end up transferring to the other games as well. I know it seems rather far-fetched considering how popular these character designs are. They've basically monetized them to the nth degree with Masters and Masters EX, the most unfortunately named Pokemon game. But it's kind of bizarre to think that they don't stray so far from the models in, let's just say, XY, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, given how at that point they basically just become part of the series' visual language of the human designs. I know a lot of people were a bit uppity about the designs in Scarlet and Violet as well. I wasn't too big of a fan of them either, from a don't try to fix what isn't broken mentality, but at the very least with Scarlet and Violet, you could make the character designs work. Oh, there's another thing here. 13 wisps. Definitely gonna have to dedicate a stream, or at least some time, to finding a whole bunch of these, because they are everywhere. So yeah, at least with Scarlet and Violet, the models you can make work. Even though I definitely prefer the models from Sword and Shield, XY, etc. But I will be honest, in that particular, going off of that particular thought, I wasn't exactly the biggest fan of the regular avatar designs in Go. I figured it was too much of a divorce from the trend designs we're used to seeing, but I'd still take them over the changed ones. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. Oh, I completely forgot there's just Piplups here. Come on. Oh yeah, got one. Got Piplup. And there's just an army of Toxicrubs here. Oh hey, we could actually potentially try out Samurot's new abilities. We'll just go Ceaseless Edge. See how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can definitely see why this is the most popular of the starters in this game. That was meaty. As for you, we'll go for an Aqua Tail. Why not? I did a little less damage than I was anticipating, but it's definitely kind of weird thinking about it, considering how common some of the starter types are. Obviously, the biggest example being Blaziken, Infernape, and Emborg with firefighting. But then you have Samurott here and Greninja with Water Dark, and with some fan mods you also get Feraligatr as Water Dark. Let's do Raging Fury, why not? Go get him. Oh yeah! That actually looked pretty cool. Definitely gonna need to heal up after this. This is probably a mistake coming out this far. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I may have gotten a new Kyle. There's nothing wrong with the old one, it's just I found an Eevee with a bold nature and figured that would be more useful in coming up fights, because clearly Umbreon is a more defensive, really sort of tanky little beast. Especially with Calm Mind and Baby Doll Eyes, just buffing and debuffing the enemy so they basically do no damage. Like, look at that! Hardly any damage there, and Calm Mind as well on top of that, because why not? All this set really needs is some form of healing. I was thinking Rest, but I didn't really like how it dropped your defenses as well, so may just see if Moonlight is actually in the game. Hopefully it is. Look at that though, look at that, no damage. This, granted, is also the power of grit items. I've been using a fair few of them on my team as they've, they're doing a fair bit of grinding as well. Let's see. Tumblestone. Alright, we're gone, we're gone. I've had my fun in games here, and it's high time we fought Arcanine. It's been 20 minutes already. We'll go first, just heal up, and finally we'll fight Arcanine. Reminds me, I still need to hand in these. I see you've caught 75 Pokemon! Look at that. Look at that. 30,000. Well, I'll take it. Oh, it seems you made some new observations. Let's have a look then. Most illuminating. So we have... just need to find some more Oshawotts, Togepi, still need to do some more stuff with that. We got enough Starlies, just gotta basically just catch a bunch more. I'm surprised that Starly of all things was the first shiny I came across. Alright, take care. So Eevee, Parasect, Baneri, finally evolved that. Lopunny, just need to give it food. Oh yeah. I'm basically ready to evolve Porygon at this point, I just need to find myself an upgrade. I also need to find some more food to give to Chimchar. Umbreon's nearly there, Duwat's basically there. Managed to complete all the stuff I needed for Machoke. Nice, and I can get 4-star right away. Fairly certain there was another quest over here. Actually, I could just open the thing up and actually check, can't I? Let's have a look here. Still need to find another Buizel. Honestly, that one. So, also need to get stuff for Chedim. Rosalia, still need to do that one. Pachirisu. Kind of surprised I didn't actually... Oh, I need to report her back for that one. Oh. Oh, that's a shame. Elegant Tail. Oh, I can just report back since I have all these pop pods. Poor package Piplup. Getting help from Machoke. That's the one I needed. Alright. Just get that one, then we'll just finally move on to the boss fight. Oh yeah, there's also been a fair few distortions happening around these parts whilst I've been away, just doing all the grinding I needed. I didn't do too much though, I didn't catch too much more stuff than I needed to. Even though I probably should have done. Get over here, Mantike. There we go. Yeah, I'll just get a move on. I gotta wonder though, given the model changes, if they did come to the mainline games, how much would that just tank a lot of the game sales almost immediately? You got people back in Sword and Shield complaining about how people just buy the games anyway. I feel if those model changes did go through in like Legend Czar or Gen 10, I feel the you buy it anyway meme would really be put to the test. Sword likes green, huh? Certainly has a sturdy, powerful body. Be a perfect addition to the construction corps. Okay, bye. Did he just went off and caught one? He has to be like, what, level 38? Really seems to enjoy the grain kick I threw at it. Wrong, we feed lots of grain dishes, and it seemed to be enough for it to help us. Macho! You know, the reason exploits of the server core would inspire me to get help from Pokemon in the first place. Keep up the good work, you hear? Nice, got a whole bunch of grit gravel. Those will be useful. Actually, I keep stalling, I really shouldn't, but those gravels will definitely be useful. Just favorite that. Oh yeah, I could just sell that, can't I? Okay. Completely forgot I just had this nugget just in my pocket. It's kind of a shame that I ended up wasting all the grit rocks I had. Those would have been really useful. We'll go. Obviously boost up your defenses. And the last one, we'll give it to George because he probably needs it. We'll go... We'll go speed. Hopefully there'll come a time where we can get a fair bit of that, excuse me. I just had lunch a little bit earlier. It's, once again, it's just me on my own with the rest of the family just going off from their many adventures, just leaving me here to hold the fort, and I did have dinner set up, but it's I didn't realize it was a 45-minute job, so I had dinner a little bit late. It's not a real issue though. I do like the little sort of crack effect up there. It really sort of makes it feel like this uncanny thing. But we've fooled around enough, let's go fight the dog. Maybe we'll have time to come back and do all the stuff we need to do for it, maybe we won't. Either way. You ready? Yes, I'm finally ready. With a Pokemon that's nearly level 50. Stand, please do your utmost to save my dear Arcanine. He may have finally become a lord, but it is clear this frenzy has caused him to suffer greatly. Be on your guard. The late Lord Arcanine would launch a devastating attack if it's standing still and gathering light around himself. Remember that while you're dodging, moves will slip right by you. Good luck! Basically teaching you to abuse iframes. Look at this, we got actual cutscenes. Still appreciate we just got more of these in the games. Just normally, not saved for super special occasions like these. Anyways, I can't remember how this boss fight goes, so we're just gonna have to, improvise, I suppose. Well, okay, just gotta watch for the glint in his eyes. And not fall in the magma like a fool. Whoa! Okay, so you can actually just roll right through them. Okay, so you just gotta get out of the way of that, I suppose. Whoop. Yeah, this isn't going too badly so far. Uh-oh. No, I'm not gonna do battle, I'm just gonna sit here and hit you. I forgot that mechanic. Oh yeah, and there's this as well, I forgot about this. The fact that he just sets the arena on fire. Whoop! I'm glad at the very least there isn't any chance for me to just fall in the lot. Okay, that's not good. I was 100% certain I wasn't in that hitbox. Yes, I want to... Wait, continue? Let's see what happens when we... You can carry some progress made from the being the frenzy gauge. Keep previous process. I will admit this isn't something that's never happened to me before. Except maybe with other luck, but we'll get to him. Oh yeah, he's just... Whoop. Okay, the hitbox on that is just super big now. Just gotta keep that in mind. Whoop. Just gotta time it better, I suppose. Whoop. But I admit this is definitely a fair bit of fun. Oh, it's over. And once again, you didn't need to bring out any Pokemon battle to do battling at all. Isn't it amazing? Not 100% certain I like the grey coloring of Hisuian Arcanine, but at the very least I can appreciate... Oh look, the strange light has left Arcanine and is vanishing into the space-time rift. I do like at the very least how it looks like smoke. That's a very nice detail. And I just had to nod and I get the flame plate. I didn't even pick it up. It's just I now have the flame plate just materializing in my hand. What could possibly lie on the other side of the rift, I wonder? Huh? Oh, the dad's back. What? Is that two different Arcanine cries just now? Simba! It is the circle of life! Oh, now I understand. My little Growlithe. I mean, I misspoke. Lord of the Isles, Arcanine. You and I must now live apart so that we may attend to our separate duties. Oh. Now, all be well. You're strong. Far stronger than me, in fact. Well. From now on, let us each strive to fulfill our duties as Lord and Warden. Go now, Lord Arcanine. Your realm awaits. Well, that ended fairly well, didn't it? Just nearly got burned to death in this. How are we standing in here and not burning alive anyways? Was I the only one who felt like they heard the cry of the previous Lord Arcanine earlier? Oh, how odd. I certainly didn't. Please, I do hope you're joking. I'm easily scared as it is. What am I supposed to do if I start hearing the cries of ghosts all the time? No need to worry, Iskin. I only kid. I also heard of the voice of the previous Lord calling out to us. It seems I wasn't the only one watching over his young pup this whole time. Stan, you have my heartfelt thanks for helping my dear little one, the new Lord Arcanine. I'm sorry to ask even more of you, but please look after Iridir as well. You're really just shoving all these responsibilities onto me, aren't you? Don't just nod. Now then, Iskin, I believe we'd best be off. Gonna say no more about that. Stant, I wasn't much use just watching from the side, was I? You know, when Lena wouldn't raise Growlithe to be the new lord and people of our clan were doubting her fitness as a warden, I urged her to put Growlithe through the proper training, but she snapped at me. This poor Pokemon saw his own father die, she told me. Is it a warden's duty to force a child in such pain through that kind of training? Those words left me with much to consider. And even when Arcanine became the Lord of the Isles and grew frenzied, all I could do was watch. What about the bombs? Please, all I did was arrive late and help explain about the bombs, something you could have easily done without me. Is that so praiseworthy? Do I deserve to be recognized for such a slight contribution? I took on the leadership of the Pro Clan so young, with no grand vision of what it should be. But still, I try to respect oral customs and sites, and even a son called me old-fashioned for it. But watching you, I finally see. I know what I want to do. I want to protect this vast land of Hisui. Grant me another battle someday. I want to battle alongside my partner so we can grow strong enough to be of help to you, and to broaden the horizons of the world I see. Looks like I got Lena to thank for yet another lesson that I've learned. I should let her know. I want to hear more about our relationship with Warden Iskin while I'm at it. Here's where we part for now, Stan. I need to get off this oven of an island. Couldn't help but notice that main character sort of got the sun and moon just dead behind the eyes. They could smile there. Anyways, we're basically done with the beach level for a little bit. Plus, we managed to get to 4 stars as well, so we can... I'm fairly certain there's not much between us now, just moving on with the rest of it. I'm fairly certain there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to dedicate another stream to side quests, but I think for now we're good enough to just return to the village and actually log in some of our little side quests that we've done. Let's check for... There's another one here, honestly. Why, hello again. Wonderful timing as always, I see. You really came to my rescue by picking that stone, you know. You're quite the little helper. So I wonder if I can impose on you again for help with another little pickle proposal of mine. I was down by the sea gathering fresh ingredients when recently, wouldn't you know it, an octillery popped up and sprayed with ink. But here's the thing, the ink, well, it actually tasted rather good. So it's basically just squid ink. Inspiration quite literally struck me at that moment. I know I could use this ink to create the pickles the likes of which the world has never seen. But to make food out of something a Pokemon has spat up seems risky to say the least, no? So a little research on Octillery is in order, I think. That's where you come in, dear. If you could learn more about Octillery, please let me know. That's another thing I'm going to have to grind for later on, I'm sure. Anyways, let's just... There's another one over here as well. But now let's just try to log whatever we can. Still have no idea if we have a big enough weasel. That's gonna haunt me to the end of my days, I know it. Anyways, hello! Pokemon with tail fins. I think I might have that. Hey, I hear you're quite the Pokemon expert. I was wondering, do you know anything about a Pokemon that has 2 tail fins? I saw one swing along the other day. It fluttering its 2 tail fins behind it. It looks so lovely. I was captivated right away. I want to see that Pokemon again, but this time I'd really like to get a good look up close. So if you catch a Pokemon with 2 tail fins, please show it to me. This is either Finneon or Lumineon. I have at the very least a Finneon. Was it something like this? Oh, it was. The way it wiggles its fins is so adorable. It's like they're fluttering in the wind. You've outdone yourself with this one. Just thank you so much for taking on my request. From now on, you Survey Corps have my full support. Keep giving it your all out there. Nice, a star piece. Anyway, that always reminds me, I've got so much stuff I need to do, so little time. Ugh. Need to get more crafting recipes. We'll do that first. We'll do that first. And actually, do you have upgrade? Crane cakes. Got it. No upgrades at the moment. Crafting recipes. That's what we need. Star piece, definitely need to get that after all the stuff I got from the distortions. Do I hit Maxi first? Superb Remedy. I think the recipe we need we only get once we hit another rank. Yeah, that does remind me actually, just even as a kid, Finneon was just one of those Pokemon which I could tell was just filler. Like, we already had a fair few fish Pokemon as it was, so I couldn't help but wonder just what purpose a Finneon served. Like, why is it here? Because in terms of fish Pokemon, we have Feebas, we have Magikarp, we have, Relicanth, I suppose, Remoraid. I get that there's a lot of fish in the sea, but at the same time, you gotta wonder just how many fish we need in the Pokédex. As I'm fairly certain, even as of right now, it's made up of mostly water types. Anyways, yeah, we definitely need to fill up our satchel a little bit. Here's where it starts to get fairly expensive. Like 7,000. I want to see if we can go up to 10,000 actually. I'm fairly certain it starts getting super extortionate at a later date. Yes, teach me 9,000. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. Yeah, we'll stick with that for the time being. Yeah, but upgraded the inventory space a fair bit. We're just doing it a little bit more. Because it seems like you never have enough. Anyways, more requests. They can never have enough. Back alley. Oh, I remember this one. Back alley, Mr. Mime. Eevee's evolutions. Gonna have a fair bit of fun with that. Yeah, we'll see what side quests we can fill out for the time being before just heading off and completing our mission, because, well, I have a feeling that I'm pretty certain the Coronet Highlands are next, and I feel I want to dedicate something special to that. May not get the chance, though. Anyways, I have some more Buizels. Oh, they worthy of you, O Master. Thank you. Well, I'll be. I didn't think it'd get this much bigger. Really, I should have gotten an alpha, shouldn't I? Look at them side by side. They almost look like a parent and his child. There's room for me in that little family. Look how the little one's snout points out. It looks at this. Oh, what a precious little thing. The big one's flotation. There's something reassuring in how large it is. Don't you think? Funny how Pokemon of the same species can be so different depending on which one's bigger. You're not aware that size differentiations have only become a recent thing. Anyways, finally that one's done. At long last, I'm finally free. Alright, let's see what else we need to do. Eevee's evolutions, more new wares. Still a whole bunch of stuff I need to do around the HQ, but hopefully for the time being I don't have to report into Komodo for any of it. Actually, that reminds me, do we have enough merit points for an upgrade? I want. Nope, nope, nope. That's a shame. Hopefully we'll get one at another point. Oh boy. I gotta wonder as well, does this place have actual, like, wallpaper? I hate to keep asking, but what is the time scale of this game? Where you have, like, the photographic press, you got wallpaper, you got carpets, like... What exactly are these carpets even made of, actually? Because I'm pretty certain it's not synthetic fibers. Oh, if it is the survey causal group who quelled the Lady of the Ridge, what can I do for you? You're running errands for Choi again. Sending a customer to negotiate for him once was bad enough for twice. Where's his spine? Pestering me for goods when I'm already tearing my hair out trying to get pop-pods. Sheesh. Wait, you've got pop-pods? Would you let me have some, please? Just free. Yep, just free. Ah, pop-pods, the Cobalt Customs' finest feature. You often find these fine sea vegetables washed ashore. They're best known as a key ingredient in scatterbangs was for those lively items for scaring off Pokemon. Alright, I won't send you back to Choi a failure, since you kindly brought me these pop-pods. Tell him I'll set him up with some new wares. At long last. Let's see what else we can do whilst we're in here. Missions and requests. Still need to get that one as well. Just so much stuff which I've... So much stuff that I've missed out on. Okay. Covered in her. It's shaped like blue vines. Yeah, that's Tangela. Taste of Hunui. To bloom or not to bloom. Search for bitter leaves. Fairly certain that's Patillo. What a massive mushroom! Yeah, we'll go with that one. So much stuff around here for me to do. I may just dedicate just a little bit of time just wandering around here for a bit. Hope you don't mind. I mean, we've done the main thing which I wanted to do this stream, which was just beat Arcanine. I want to see if we can just sort some stuff out before reaching rank 4 as well. Look at that. We got enough for moving up. Yeah, just move them all. Move them all. And we can finally do some more crafting. Let's see what we can make. Obviously, we got some potions here. Look at that. 5 star pieces. Lovely. Enough to make up for all the extortionate money that I lost. From trying to fit stuff into my bag. We'll go give this to Jet as well. He could use it. Look at that. He's level 40 already. He's growing up to be a big boy. Alright, let's talk to you. You've got new goods in stock thanks to you. I know this is all cautious and bother. I do hope he and I can fall things out at the last. Thanks to you, got some excellent new items on the shelves. Do buy some. Alright. New items added to the store finally. Hooray! Let's see what's going on in this particular house. These look particularly of the period where you got these lamps here, which you probably had to light with a candle. If they even had wax in feudal Japan. Where is he? Oh, stars above, where's he gone? Survey Corps kid, listen. Remember the Eevee I befriended with the help of some Jubilath muffins? Well, he's vanished. I was hoping to get some advice on involvement, but I can't involve the little guy if he's gone. Please help me find Eevee. Come to think of it, the folks working at the Galaxy Hall were always fussing over Eevee. Maybe that'd be a good place to start looking. Search for the missing Eevee. I have an idea as to where it might be, actually. I think I remember this, as I remember not Karen having an Eevee as well. So let's go and have a look. If I can remember which room she was in. I'm fairly certain it was first floor. All the way up here. Look at that, we also got this Machoke here. It's like the more you progress through the game, the more your side quests and actions actually have an impact. Hey look, it's another Kyle. Bleh. Eevee? Oh, I guess not. My mistake. Seems like Eevee's not here either. Something about this Pokemon does remind me of good little Eevee. No, it just must be my imagination. What's that? Hungry, are we? Survey Corps, can you make me a Jubilath muffin? If I watch this Pokemon chow down like Eevee did, maybe I'll understand this nagging feeling I get when I look at it. Now I gotta get all the stuff for What even was the recipe again? I need to check. Okay. Hearty grains, hoppo berries, raspberries, cake lure base. Hopefully I can just buy those. It'd be a pain if I just had to go all the way back to the Crimson Mildlands just to get some more grains. Please tell me you have grains. No, but you have hoppo berries. I need a fair few of those. Let's just check here. Raspberries, hearty grains, and cake lure base. Where am I gonna get cake lure base at this hour? Maybe, just maybe. Cake lure base. That's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. But I still need to get grains. Alright. Let's go over to the Mylons again. Hooray. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Because at the very least I know where to find them. We'll go Marlin's camp, it's probably faster. I will admit this is not what I was expecting to do today. Though granted, there were also a fair few other side quests here. You wanted to learn something about Pachyrisa, didn't you? Zisu told me all sorts of training, but I don't feel like I'm really improving at all. So I came here to train my partner Pachirisu. I simply can't figure out any winning strategy to use with Pachirisu. Maybe you should just consult Seijun. I heard tales about you though. Could I ask you to show me how a Pokemon like Pachirisu can truly shine in battle? I want to see you battle a single Pachirisu, no more, and no other Pokemon. If you can show me how it's done, I'll be waiting. Let me just check if I actually have... No, I don't keep grains in my storage, unfortunately. That probably needs to go in storage, though, thinking about it. Wait, you can actually get crafting items in town? Oh, I completely forgot about that. Good to know. Good to know. At the very least, that's that guy there just waiting for me forever to get a Pachirisu. I mean, trying to get the alpha one would probably be the obvious thing to do in that case. Alright, you have... Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Crisis averted. Give me that muffin and actually, do you have plump beans? Do you have plump beans? You do not have plump beans, that's a shame. Well, we're just doing a fair few side quests around here, hope you don't mind. Alright, let's go give this muffin to Umbreon. Hopefully now we'll get a better understanding of what it's doing and why it's doing it. Breed. You mind parting with a Jubilat muffin? Sure. Yeah. Look at it chow down, literally munching on air soup. It really is a spitting image of Eevee that when it does that. Or could it be somehow the real Eevee? Ray. Eevee, it is you. I missed you, little rascal. Indeed, he has the best taste. Never thought you'd evolve on your own. I suppose the professor did mention how Eevee can evolve even without any stone at all. Suppose I haven't got much use now these evolution stones set aside for Eevee. I'd like you to have one of them, lad. Which one do you want? We got water... We'll go Firestone, why not? Already got a fair few Water and Thunderstones. Okay, that's... I wasn't expecting to just land on this first-person view here. Also, yeah, it's fitting that Umbreon will be in this room. Given Karen is best well known for using Umbreon, anyways. More side quests, more stuff for us to do, more errands. Still need to make a bean cake. Where do you get beans at this hour? Taste of Hanui. Let's see what that's about. Fairly certain it has something to do with Combi. Or Vespiquen. Vespiquen is another one of those Pokemon I haven't really used ever, really, even though it's definitely a more interesting bee Pokemon than Beedrill, unfortunately. Just... to be Beedrill is suffering. Listen, I've been gathering Combi Humber for work, but I'm starting to think that honey and feathers from very different groups of Combi. I like looking at different things more, but I've been collecting honey from Combi hives and all sorts of areas. That's a little too much for this little fella. That's why you come out. I love you to get rid of Combi from 3 different areas. Give me a Crumbie from Grueling Grove, would you? Don't have the desired Pokemon. Okay. Growing Grove sounds like a Mount Coronet area. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the Marlins. At least we don't have to worry about that one for a little bit. Anyways, Rosalia. Back Alley, Mr. Mime. I remember this one being pretty interesting. I remember this being a pretty fun side quest, actually. Let's have a look-see. Oh, hello. Thank you for finding me those hornberries. I had a wretched time of feelings getting harried by Pokemon left and right. Even got me with a few of their moves. I did get those tumblestones, so I think I've earned some time to cool my heels here. I didn't have a chance to use all the orangeberries you got me, but they made a lovely snack. It's nice to be able to carry so much. Oh, you think? Asking that fellow at headquarters to help me fit even more my satchel was definitely the right move. Even though he kept charging me extortionate prices for it. So, helpful soul that you are, I suppose you have another request from the professor. On to the matter at hand then. Would you mind investigating the Mr. Mime that's taken up residence here in the village? Just having a wild Pokemon Amogus is scary enough, but then there's the eerie way it moves. The security corps refuses to handle it for whatever reason, so I'm hoping a survey corps person like you could help me out. Look, it's over there. See what it's up to, would you? Oh yeah, we got this little funny mechanic in that you have to find ways around to get to Mr. Mime through its invisible walls, which is pretty funny, but at the same time I am very much reminded of the Mr. Mime scene in Detective Pikachu and how they literally just mimed pouring gasoline on it and just left it to die burning horribly. That was pretty funny. It ran off that way. Well, let's have something to hide. I really got to find out what it's up to. Chase the fleeing Mr. Mime. Oh hey, it's actually fixed. I got rid of all the scaffolding. That's pretty neat. That Mr. Mime ran up right up there. Of course, got another invisible wall, meaning we have to go around. Find a way to approach, yeah. You'd think that you'd be able to see me coming just running all the way down here. So hopefully he did sort of account for that. Oh. Well, he actually did. Setting up like invisible walls as per Koga. That's kind of neat. Just want to see if there's actually a way around here. Obviously not going to be go that way. Just gotta go around for miles and miles. So at the very least it did account for it. There you go. I solved your maze. Whee! I'd run off that way. You know, you got a roundabout way of trying to get up close to Pokemon. Are you secretly scared of them or something? Something blocked me. What? You're joking, unless that Mr. Mime is using some kind of mysterious power. In that case, this calls for further research. I've got to get after that Mr. Mime. Come quick. I do definitely like the fact that we get side quests like this, just sort of adding a fair bit more personality to all these different Pokemon. Something that I kind of wish we got more of. Oh, Mr. Mime's over there. Go see if it's really making walls. Alright. So can't go that way. Can't go under here. Can't go over it. Can't go... Oh. Literally just has a little door here. He's trying to run again, won't you? What? I can't go any further. There's definitely something here I can't see. What is it, Mr. Mime? Something looks like something got you in a panic. Rest, you know this, Mr. Mime? Yep. Helps me guard the gates sometimes. When it stands out in front, does that eerie dance while Pokemon can't get in. It's like there's some kind of invisible wall. It's docile and helps me with the dogs, so I just let it do as it pleases. Who would have thought? Sorry to make you go for that, troll, but it brought me some peace of mind if nothing else. I've got invisible walls cropping up here and there. Folks had better keep an eye out. Or perhaps not an eye. Well, how about one watches out for invisible obstacles? I'm pretty sure they don't, that's the point. And nice, they actually got a little guard for it, and... Okay, no invisible wall here, unfortunately, so what else can we do at the moment? Still need to do that one, still need to find a Patillo at some point. Fragrance of nostalgic herbs, I think that's Tangela. Pretty sure I got a Tangela at the very least. Let's have a look. I suppose speaking of other stuff that I should be looking into, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Here's my Pokédex. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. Look at that, we're not even halfway through. With that, you have officially attained the 4th star of the Galaxy Expedition team. You can now use Legend Balls. Pokemon up to level 50 will also obey. I was a little confused about that at some earlier on. It turns out this is just Pokemon which you've caught which are up to level 50, so we can use Rhyhorn now. As you probably noticed, a lot of my Pokemon were above level 40 and still listen to me. That's something which, they listen to me regardless because I caught them at lower levels. That's how it works. Well, I mean, I was more sort of used to, how it's done in, say, Crystal Legacy, where there's just a straight-up level cap. Legend Balls... Hyper Potions, nice. Continue to dedicate yourself to complete the Pokédex if you hope to rise higher in the ranks. Okay, let's see what else we can do whilst we're here. Some more stuff down here we need to do. Pokemon with blue vines on it. Let's see, I'm fairly certain I got a Tangela. There it is, Tangela. Just look at it, it's a solid lump of vines. I will admit I definitely have a bit more of an appreciation of a Tangela now than I ever did. It's just one of those really sort of nostalgic Gen 1 Pokemon for me, ones that really scream Gen 1. Even if it really was just sort of an oddball back then. And this aroma, this is the scent I remember. Yes, these are the herbs from my home! I didn't expect the Pokemon to be so absolutely covered in herbs. I mean vines, but are the vines moving? I wonder what the Pokemon itself looks underneath all of those. You probably just untangle the vines only to be left with a couple of eyeballs and those clown shoes. There we go. Don't worry, I'm gonna take a little bit of your vines to use as herbs. It literally is just wearing shoes, isn't it? Well, I have an idea. If I lived with a Pokemon like you, I'd be able to enjoy this aroma every day. Alongside other things, which I'm not going to mention. Alright, I think we're going to just progress with the story now. At long last. Definitely need to dedicate some more screen time to just filling out all these dex entries, which I need to do. You did well on your mission to the Cobalt Coastlands. Your efforts there aided not only the Galaxy team, but the Pearl Clan as well. I do hope your efforts have also had some impact on the space-time rift somehow. If we are able to get rid of that rift, it should clear any lingering doubts about your origins. Also strand me here for all of time in a place. It really is just a Weeping Angel situation here, isn't it? Just being transported back in time, just being forced to live out the rest of your days in a time that's not your own. Well, how we might actually close the rift, I have the slightest idea. Remain true to the mission. Well, that was fairly uneventful. Here we go, more potatoes. What if they can get some nice good roasters here? If you'll notice that today's potato mochi tastes a little bit different, well, that's because I used the Pokemon's flames to roast them. Bon appetit! I don't think his accent is actually supposed to be German, that's just what came to mind from the, especially on this special day of the special, everybody's favorite special Austrian boy. The birth of a new Lord Pokemon. What a sight that must have been! If only I'd journeyed to Firespit Island to witness the event myself! I've had a hard time imagining you making the trip on Basculegion's back, Professor. Oh, come now, you know my coordination is so poor I couldn't even hit my own foot with a Pokeball. And I can't dodge Pokemon's attacks to quite literally save my own skin. Of course I can't possibly ride atop a fearsome beast like Basculegion. That being said, we'd all do well to remember these wise words. The ever-striving soul is awarded in the end. And strive I shall, for the sake of my research. I'll surely ride a Pokemon one day and record the experience on our Pokédex for all prosperity. Just you watch. Posterity. That was it. Wait a minute. I recognize that hat. Good morning, good sir who came from the sky. Commander Commodore told me to let you know that he awaits your arrival at his office. Okay. Just a shame the same can't be said for someone else here. Stearns, I have your new orders. You must go to the Coronet Islands to quell another frenzied noble, Electrode, Lord of the Hollow. Electrode has the propensity to store up electricity in his body, then unleash it. But since Electrode became frenzied, those electrical outbursts have become giant blasts. We'll be enlisting the Pearl Clan's aid in securing your safe passage to Electrode's seat. I've sent word ahead to Irida asking... No, you don't have permission to go up there. Oh, save it, as if I'd be stopped by the likes of you. Now out of my way. And here's this clown. In the running for worst character in the game. Hey-ho, Bossman Commodore. I thought it might have slipped your mind to send me an invite, so I took the liberty of stopping by anyway. But Melly, where are your manners? We're having an important conversation. Well, there's your issue right there, Adamant. How exactly do you intend to discuss Electrode without me, its mighty warden, here to weigh in? There's no more to discuss. We've already asked to call the Lord of the Hollow. Oh, come on. Isn't me you're trying to humiliate here or our entire clan? Besides, you really think this flimsy little noodle can quell Electrode? Commander, I'm seriously sorry for this heedless interruption. Please don't mind. It seems even the security corps personnel I trained myself cannot stop one so capable as Warden Melly. That being said, yes, it is clear the security corps needs even further rounds of training from me later. Hear that, Melly? The security corps will sob themselves to sleep tonight thanks to you. Commander's sumo moves can even send boulders flying. No, that will do. Start, you have your orders. See to it that electrode is quelled. Warden Melly, of course, we would appreciate your help if there's anything you might assist with. He's still doing that vacant nod. Now go. Listen, Melly, the Galaxy team, well, at least 10, is amazing, and we'll prove it. Follow me outside. Alright, well, we're actually going to be battling out on it, eh? Let's see, we'll go... We haven't seen Lopunny in combat yet, so we may as well see if she can make a good impression. And look at this, we already got enough side quests. Need new goods again? Yes, it's the same business all over again. Tao simply refuses to supply new goods to me. Suppose I must be wondering why he refuses any time I try to deal with him directly. Well, let's just say he has his reasons. Gotta find more salt, gotta find more stuff. What do you want, Arazu? Almost like not quite right. Needs that little something extra, like something. Oh, just the boy I need. I could use some help, come up with some new hairstyles. I've hit a real wall here. A Pokemon would be great for inspiration, I bet. Right now I'm picturing yeah, Misdreavus. If I could study a Misdreavus up close, I'm sure I'd come up with some amazing new styles. If you manage to catch a Misdreavus, bring it here so I can have a look, okay? Alright, gotta go find a Misdreavus. Oh, hey John, just may have a little bit of a sniffle. It's nothing too serious though. What am I gonna do? At this rate, I'll make a real fool of myself in front of Conlan. Sounds like a real Ori name there. Oh, hello. You're one of those new kids from the Survey Corps, right? Oh, you might be the person I need to help out with a little research. My boy Conlan and I plan to head to Prelude Beach tonight to find the ghosts that are rumored to haunt the place. The ghosts scare the daylights out of my son. Yeah, he's terrified of them. You'd think we'd just not go and call it a day, but no, I'm afraid he's a little hard set on this. You know, the little fella can't stay scared of ghosts forever, right? It's just too tragic. For my boy, I mean. So I can study up on ghosts. I can find a way to help my boy conquer his fears. Got any research on Ghastly? That'd be a good one. I'd be quite grateful if you could share it with me. I'm pretty certain I have a Ghastly. And another side quest over here as well. Okay, this is the last one, just for getting off this last field. I want to make the fields even bigger. See, there's some boulders sitting around the way. If there's a Pokemon with Rock Smash, we'd be mighty grateful. I wouldn't say sick full, he just nose is a little stuffy. Alright, let's see if we have anything in the box that actually has Rock Smash. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got Machop. That'll do. Oh, hello. The Pokemon won't be a big help to spend in the fields. Might as well get started. I can never remember all the accents I give to these characters, which is a shame. But yeah, that's all the fields we're gonna need to do. No more fields for me. Let's see what actually we can plant in the fields now, thinking about it, because we've ranked up. Oh yeah, I forgot we had berries we needed to plant. Nanab, Penap, Lum, quite a few actually. Oh, thanks. Mint harvest, yeah. 10,000, oh. But yeah, mint harvest. That's the main thing I've been pining for, just the ability to grow mints. It's expensive, but it allows you to effectively change the nature of your Pokemon, which is going to be mighty useful for basically everyone here but Kyle, because I did admittedly, like I said, end up going and finding another Eevee, this one with a bold nature. Gotta go and sell more stuff. Still have these star pieces in my inventory. Let's get rid of those. Get some mints on the boil, and then we can go and actually see what new moves we can teach everyone. Because I'm fairly certain there's a fair few which I'd like to teach everyone. Mint harvest. I'm hoping we get Jolly. It's kind of a shame that you can't just buy specific mints here like you can in Scarlet and Violet, but yeah, it is actually quite annoying, actually. Okay. New moves, master moves. Alright, let's see what stuff we can teach Kyle first. Rock Smash, Power Shift, swaps offensive and defensive stats. That can be pretty funny, actually. Just turning Umbreon into a massive glass cannon. Shadow Ball? I'm thinking maybe not. Yeah, we'll just go with those. Okay, next. Chap. You can teach it Shadow Ball, Water Pulse, the Elemental Punches. Not much change, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot that Infinite can learn Stealth Rock, but I do want to give it Thunder Punch. For obvious reasons, and you know what, let's give it Calm Mind as well, why not? Okay, Porygon. Sure, we can get some good moves for Porygon, surely. Shadow Ball, Icy one, definitely. Maybe Swift? Nah. Maybe not Swift, but definitely these two. Shadow Ball is sort of a given on Porygon, from what I recall, and you know what? Jet. Ominous Winds. You know what? Some fairly interesting choices here. I kind of want to go with Psycho Cut, just for the extra crit chance. Probably not the best in terms of coverage, but I do like having extra crit rate. Oh, X-Scissor also gets crits. Gotta get that as well. It's so weird. I keep expecting X-Scissor to have crits in the normal games, but they don't. Okay, master moves. We'll save that for now and just get on with the fight. But not before finally giving Porygon some moves we can actually use. We'll get rid of Thunder Wave. It's probably a shame to do, but I'm just thinking this actually gives Porygon Volt Beam coverage. That's pretty cool. And you change to... We'll give it those for now until it gets Flare Blitz. can't help but feel the Calm Mind at this point is basically just the best stat boosting move, considering its universal stat boosts. It's sort of like a weird version of Amnesia in that respect. Alright, let's get this over with. Billy, make sure you watch closely now. Not sure whether or not this is the best choice to go with. Oh yeah, you also got another Eevee for support. This one, level 36. Okay. I'm probably best just, you know what, let's just go for the baby doll eyes to start off with. Why not? Just sort of weaken him down a little bit while I soften everything up. Just to sort of offset the close combat, if anything. I feel all of a sudden this has become immediately less daunting. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. I mean, I could still just do this. Have fun not doing any damage. I kind of feel that, in this game especially, stat-lowering moves are a little, slept on. You know what? Let's throw Porygon in on this. I want to see what Porygon does. Fairly certain Icy Wind plays pretty funny with the, yeah, it's basically just like quick attack and how it's essentially frees up your turn order, so you can sort of abuse that to an extent. I may be mistaken, but it's probably one of the stronger moves in the game in terms of utility. You see how good Stan is now, yeah? No more sneering at him. Definitely seems like the type I'd just want to put through a wall, to be honest. Now, I figure our helper from the POKéMON is going to meet you at the training grounds once you're ready. Till later, Stan. Glad to have you help as always. Melly, shift yourself, unless you want to get an even more of an earful than what you're already due for. Oh, come on, Adam, man. Cut me some slack here. Stand. Oh, it's you. Join me at the Survey Corps office. We'll go over the particulars for your new mission. Okay. Your survey work will take you to the Coronet Highlands next. You'll be on the Rift's doorstep. There's no telling what perils await. Your current rank qualifies you to conduct research in the Coronet Highlands, but you'll need help from a particular person to survey and ultimately quell this electrode. Go to the training ground. You should find them there. Oh, and we get to meet Ingo, don't we? I remember. I'm starting to remember things now. This is neat. As we get to meet the, this game's biggest oddity. There he is. With no train to his name anymore. Well, Stant. This gentleman is Warden Ingo, who serves Sneasler. He'll guide you to her domain. Pleased to probably meet you. I apologize for that abrupt how do you do before. I am the Warden Ingo. I understand you'll need a hand from Sneasler in order to meet Electrode. Whether she'll see fit to help you, however, we can only find out by making the journey. Now, let's have a safe journey to Mount Coronet. All aboard! Ingo's a little bit like you know. How so? He appeared one day from who knows where. What's more, much of his memory seems to be missing. Maybe traveling with you will help fill out some of the gaps in his memory? In any case, I'm glad to have your help to count on once again, Stan. Good luck up in the Highlands! I was gonna say, Ingo being here would have made any potential black and white remakes really awkward, given the battle subway is missing one of its heads. I suppose it is kind of interesting, however, how we just get this, I suppose, more obscure character getting thrown into this particularly interesting situation. Anyways, I wasn't expecting to actually get to Coronet Highlands this stream, but alas, here we are. This game might be shorter than I was initially anticipating. There you are, my boy. Welcome to the Coronet Highlands. I expect you'll find all sorts of rock and ground type Pokemon wandering around these craggy, boulder-strewn heights. And up there, right beneath that great rift in space and time, is the peak of Mount Coronet itself. The magnetism from it may exert some sort of influence on the Pokemon throughout the area. Fascinating stuff. And here we are. Look, you can even see Spear Pillar from here. Or at least I'm assuming that's Spear Pillar. That's a weird thing, actually. When I first played Diamond and Pearl and I got to the top and saw Spear Pillar for myself, I always assumed it was more so just in this vast sort of almost infinite chasm still within the mountain, as opposed to just being right at the very top, though I suppose it being at the very, very top does make some sense. Oh, hello, Luxio. Do I have anything which can directly harm you? I suppose Infernape. Gonna have a fair bit of time, definitely gonna have to dedicate some time to just wandering around here, filling out stuff for side quests. And maybe something I just sort of dedicate some off-stream grinding to, actually, just getting this straightened out. Also, I completely forgot I had a rare candy. Let's give that to... Let's get you up to speed, Jet. Why not? Seems fitting that we'd have a Sinnoh team with a Staraptor in it. We'll give that to Porygon, actually. Let's boost up your special attack a little bit so you can actually do harm. And we got this funny looking bridge we have to go across. I think this area in particular was the one which really made me come to appreciate this game, actually. For a reason that may seem weird once we come to it. The electrode, known as the Lord of the Hollow, is somewhat different from the electrode I recall. But its electrical discharges, at least, are familiar. One false step around it could put you in danger. If you're going to face it, you may consider catching Pokemon that can withstand electricity. It must be difficult being a Pokemon, don't you think? Especially one as irritable as Electrode. And becoming frenzied to boot. So true, it's a tough old life for Pokemon and humans alike. Well, well, Warden Ingo of the Pearl Clan, and oh my, the Galaxy Team Grunt from before. You're punching well above your weight to seek out the great Electrode, Lord of the Hollow. I'm pretty sure I could just punch you right now. And everyone will be fine with it. But, by the sheer tenderness of my heart, I'll grant you a trial to see if you're worthy. The greatest obstacle you'll ever face waits for you right here. Battle me, if you dare. I mean, I would, but, At least give me the option, game. Maybe another time. I'll humble you yet. Well then, let me tell you of the great Millie's take on the whole situation. The frenzy of our nobles is nothing other than a mark of Almighty Sinnoh's favor and protection. Why? Because it makes them stronger. Do I really need to spell out that that's a good thing? We must let my lords frenzy as it may, to demonstrate to Almighty Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan lives as is right and good. This may be, dare I say it, the very reason that I am here on this earth. I'm sorry, I just really want to just push them into the river. What business is it of the Galaxy teams anyway if Electro let loose a few sparks out here in the mountains? Really, you should do us all a favor and slink back home to that little village of yours rather than persist in this folly. And with that, bon voyage. What a selfish outlook. These frenzies cause the Pokemon themselves such suffering. But what is it you want to do? I mean, obviously we gotta press on. Very well. The treks ahead will be perilous, but I will pride myself on safe driving. To meet Sneaselstead, you must pass through here. Wayward Cave. Remember that from Diamond and Pearl? You remember trying to get a Gibble? Well, here we go again. Here you'll find Pokemon like Golbat and their ilk, which are quite at home navigating in the dark. It's quite dim inside, so you'll need to watch your step. Mind the gap, even. Alright, here we go. Wayward Cave. Well, this is odd. The torches that light the way throughout the cave are gone. Could this be Melly attempting to obstruct us? Either way, there is no need for concern. I know my route, and I'll conduct us safely. No darkness nor foul weather will delay us. Onward we roll. Care not to become uncoupled from me. Yeah, this is a small problem I've noticed with this game, the weird artifacting here. I recall faintly that I had a partner once. A faithful one. His name escapes me, but I remember it wielded flames with mastery. If only it were here, I'm sure it would light the way, luring us onward. I think it was Chandelure from that description. Please forgive this the unscheduled stop. I detect an Alpha Crobat to our right. Under normal circumstances, I doubt its presence would obstruct someone as competent as you, but given the poor visibility, I propose a track change in the interest of safety. Please follow me. I'm starting to recall a man who looked like me. We'd battle and discuss Pokemon, I think. Words like, I'm winning more than anything, I love winning more than anything else flashed before my mind just now. We'll soon be arriving at Wayward Cave's exit. Even if the memories themselves have faded, it appears much still lives on in my heart. You cannot but feel bad for Ringo, really. This is fine progress. We're nearly home free. Wait, could those be... Let me put those torches back where they belong. This darkness could be perilous for the next person to pass through here. I beg your pardon for the delay. I have lit and returned the torches. My safety concerns have been addressed. Ready for departure. If you follow that track marked by the torches, you'll reach the terminus of this cave. Let's see what else we can actually find in here. Oh yeah. Nice little pool here for wandering around with Vasculegion. Can't help but wonder if there's actually something here. Pretty sure I remember there being stuff all the way down here. Oh yeah, we got Barboach. Completely forgot Barboach was here. And Wishcash, even. Oh, there's the Alpha Crobat. Let's, take care not to run into that. Also faintly remember there was an unknown in here somewhere. 19, okay. Seems weird that you can't, throw Pokeballs from off the back of Wide Ear. You'd think you'd be able to. Alright, I guess we're just leaving Barboach for now. Okay. Yeah, let's just get out of this cave for now. Yeah, you can't help but feel bad for Ringo, really, just being stuck here. And for Emmett as well, who never sees his brother again. Professor Lavington told me how you fell to this land from the sky. For my part, I simply found myself here one day in Hisui, a region whose name I never heard. All I could remember was my own name. I was still standing there in bafflement when the Pearl Clan came to my aid. I showed a natural affinity for taming Pokemon, which is why I eventually became a warden. But I wonder what my true purpose is here. But now I've sidetracked us with this talk. Let's hurry onward. Also, really got a few. I suppose a good way of putting it. Ingo's design this really just says a lot about him. Just the roughed up nature of stuff like his hat, especially compared to how grandiose he seemed back in Black and White. Anyway, of course, we have Heracross, making me wish that Megas were in this game. Alright, fine, I'll fight you, Heracross. Pretty certain you need to use flying moves in this one. I'm just going to use Raging Fury. Imagine if Ash's Infinite had that in the anime. Obviously, it wouldn't have been as climactic as Flare Blitz was, but still looks pretty cool nonetheless. Also, completely forgot we just had access to Ultra Balls now, or at least had a few to add to our collection. Golduck. Hard fine, be it that way. Let's just cross the river and get moving. I think we're coming up to the area which really started to make me appreciate this game. I know it's probably a weird place, but I mean a weird place for that to happen, but that's when it did. Also fairly certain this Alpha Moth from here is just a static encounter. We'll just leave it be for now. Alright, let's see what's the fuss is right now. What's the big idea putting all the torches back I spent ages tidying away? Do you get some sort of amusement stomping around and ruining people's noble deeds? Oh, rendering a cave impassable to people who venture inside hardly seems noble to me. Well, this just goes to show that even we wardens don't always see eye to eye. I extinguished those lights for the sake of the Pokemon in that cave who prefer the dark. But now you louts have put my efforts to waste. But if you think I'll just let you saunter ahead to meet Lord Electron, you're sorely mistaken. The only way you're getting past me is to defeat my partner Pokemon. How will you proceed? Oh, I'll beat him. Not even in a battle, I'll just beat him right here and now. Go, Skuntank. Show these louts the true meaning of silence, but of course you have a Skuntank. Because why wouldn't you? Alright, what level are you? 40, okay. Okay. You know what? For good measure, Calm Mind. You see, Infinite actually tanking some hits. Literal one-shot. How do you feel about that? How do you feel now? Listen here, neither I nor Skuntank admit defeat just yet. Our challenge to you still stands. However, I will withdraw to afford Skuntank some time to recover. There's no shame in a tactical retreat. It's more an advance if you think about it. Keep your guard up. We'll be back. What a lively character. I cannot fathom Warden Melly's intentions, but for now, let us press on. There was this area right here, the ancient quarry. I know it doesn't really seem like much, but just weird areas like these really sort of brought home to me games like POKéMON Channel, a game which I would like to stream on here, but I'm fairly certain I'd be struck down immediately with copyright because TPC is as TPC does. But it does sort of give me that some small sense of wonder which I've sort of missed from this series. This is the ancient quarry. The stones used to build the temple atop this mountain were all cut from this place. Whether by humans and Pokemon working as one, or the labor of Pokemon alone, I cannot say. The stones that were left behind should serve to cover us from the gazes of wild Pokemon. Well, here's this fella. Ah, there you are, Ingo. Volo, was it? What is the matter, sir? I wanted to ask you about that memory loss of yours. Have you considered it could have somehow been caused by the space-time rift? I have no cause to believe that the rift is to blame, but then again I hardly remember a thing, so it's difficult to say with certainty. I can't remember my own home, nor my family, if I had any. So you might do better to pose your questions to Stent, I think, if it has to do with that rift. Indeed. Well, I do hope your memories return, Warden Ingo. How about you, then? Do you remember what you saw before you fell out of that rift? Was there anything inside? Nothing at all, just the lights. Interesting. You see, personally, I suspect that whatever was on the other side of that rift is causing the strange lightning that plagues us. You think so? Indeed. I did some digging and found records indicating that the same space-time rift also appeared in Hisui in the distant past. That's why we already have a name for it, as it appeared, in fact. Now, what kind of world would you suppose stretches outside the other side of that rift? My guess is that it's the almighty Sinnoh's realm. But that begs the question, why has the space-time rift reopened when it closed once so long ago? And why would Stent have fallen through to us? There's just so much we don't know. I fervently hope you unravel this mystery, Volo. I'm sure it would ease people's fears over the frenzies of our nobles. And while you investigate, sir, I'll continue to prioritize the safety of the people living in this world. Oh, I am a mere admirer of ruins and a little more. If something needs investigating, then I would entrust that task to Stent. Until next time, then. Once we're through here, it'll just be a little further. Let us move with speed, but not haste. So yeah, not entirely certain whether or not you're supposed to stealth your way through here, but it will help at least with catching Pokemon without being spotted. Like good old Bronzong here. Remember Bronzong? Weird he's not in Wayward Cave, but he's here nonetheless. Kind of weird that this wasn't an area in Diamond and Pearl, actually. You'd think that a place like this would be a notable landmark. You know, the place where the pillars of Spear Pillar were formed. You'd think that'd be a bit of a big deal, but of course it wasn't in Diamond and Pearl. So I can't help but wonder if, in a way, this could be considered the Platinum remake we were waiting for. And BDSP was just sort of done out of obligation. But you gotta remember, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were Masuda's swan song to the series. That's his, you know, a lot of the creative decisions behind, you know, Sword and Shield with Charizard and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and how hilariously poor optimized Sun and Moon was. That's gonna be Masuda's legacy as he's finally left the series. And as far as I'm aware, this was the first game where Masuda had no hand in it. Which you can probably tell by the fact that Charizard isn't in it. And I'm mostly hoping that at least on the games front, the games do improve and innovate from here, because it's obvious with stuff like Pal World and all the other Pokemon likes which have come out in recent years, like Cassette Beast, that the gauntlet is being thrown down. There's going to be something that eventually does end up taking Pokemon's place someday if they don't stop resting on their laurels and prove to us why they should retain the title of highest grossing media franchise in the world. Because it's fairly obvious that with this game so far, the potential is there. And a lot of people are hungry for the series to innovate in ways which this game has shown promise in that it is indeed possible. I think we've seen enough of Infernape for the time being. Let's bring out Samurott. Maybe weird, but so far this is the seemingly most plain area we've been to so far. Given the time, though, I think we may be coming to a little bit of a close here. Oh, you're part of the Galaxy team. I've been waiting. I came here because I heard you were planning to set up a camp. But it seems there's not much progress has been made aside since that Bronzor keeps getting in the way. It's not belligerent, but it seems it wants something, so we can't ignore it either. Please, do you think you could find out what it is that Bronzor wants? Alright. It's another one of these things where you actually have Pokemon showcasing personality. It's the sort of thing which I definitely hope they continue to do in this series. Zorp. Alright, let's head over the river. Oh, there isn't actually a way to go around. I just have to actually just go into the drink. Oh, and look, these little buddies over there, just lost and scared. Let's go pick him up. As he's being harassed by this Psyduck. Look at him, this menace. Look how he's harassing the poor... Look how he's harassing that poor boy. He's just sitting there menacingly. There we go. Actually, let's see what's in this mound, actually. Let's see what's... There's more apricorns. Zorp. 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 He literally just got over here by floating. How come he couldn't come over here by himself? I saw Bronzor go flying off in this direction all of a sudden. That Bronzor, it's wounded. Oh, okay. That's not good at all. Here, I'll fix it right up. How do you actually heal the wounds of the Steel type? Do potions just contain WD-40? There, that should do it. Bronzor should be fit as a fiddle now. Zorp. Zorp. Seems the Bronzor at the new campsite was looking for its friend this whole time. I'm glad you looked into it, otherwise it may have just been too late to treat this Bronzor. Yeah, he could have been dead. Think of it like that. This land is dangerous, even for the Pokemon that call it home. It may be wise to be actually prepared to explore this area. I'll be sure to set up keep a fine line of aware stock for you, so please buy anything that you need. It seems like the base camp's all been set up while we're talking. In that case, I should get settled in as well. So long! I was just thinking, I know I've seen her hairstyle from somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's Greta from the Battle Frontier. You know, another NPC that we're never going to see again outside of Masters EX. Because we never got the Battle Frontier in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Oh, hello, Heracross. Nice of you to just float in from the tree. Actually, let's see what happens. You know what? Washington. There we go, got a nice good wash. And in perfect range for me to try an Ultra Ball. Starting to think though that I may as well be better off just using Legend Balls at this point. Oh, look, it's snowing. You can sort of tell we're starting to get up to Mount Coronet now, can't you? Anyways, yeah, we got new base camp here. 7 minutes to go before I gotta feed the cat. Honestly, I'm thinking this might be a good little place to finish up for now. As we still got a long climb ahead of us, and we still got an Electro to deal with and Sneasler, so I'm thinking this is a good place to call it for now. And there was one thing which I want to mention previously, which I'll just do right now. I was playing this a little bit earlier, just off stream, on the file which I initially played through with when I first played this game. You may be wondering what the reason was I was playing for that through this particular save file. Well, to tell you the truth, I was shiny hunting, more specifically alpha shiny hunting. As there are a certain handful of different Pokemon which you can use a very certain shiny hunting method for, in which you can just easily soft reset, and like 5 minutes before the stream is set to start, I finally got it. Excuse me. Yeah, slightly different design here. Sort of a teaser of the outfit which we may end up going with in the future, but look at that. This is sort of spoiler, I suppose, for things to come, but ironically enough, this is my second Alpha Shiny Gardevoir. The first one ended up transferring to Scarlet and Violet to sort of be my new sort of main Shiny Gardevoir, since the first one I previously got was all the way back in X and Y. I mean, I'll still keep that one around, it's just now we got this one with all these new fangled titles and such, so I'm hoping to get a few more shiny alphas, though obviously I haven't really had much luck. In terms of the shinies, so far I just have a normal Umbreon, Sleeping, Lucario, Gengar, shiny Alpha Crobat. This was actually one which I just found out in the wild. It was a shiny Alpha Golbat when I first ran into it. Since I know that Crobat is one of the easiest shiny alphas to get from memory. And of course, Gyarados. It's kind of a shame that Gyarados, despite having arguably one of the coolest and most iconic looking shiny palettes, is sort of considered the cheapest shiny. Well, I suppose you could also say the same about Ponyta. And I also got a fair few other shinies, but I ended up transferring them over as well. If we look over here, got a fair few more shinies. Obviously got some normal shiny Alpha Gardevoirs, and the shiny Eevee, which I got in the Sun and Moon, which is just languishing here for some reason. I think it's mostly because I could get mints here, though I really need to transfer this one up to Scarlet and Violet and finally do something with it. That's also a fair bit was, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for me for now. Apologies for cutting it a little bit early, that I couldn't think of a better cutting off point than this. So next time, we'll be scaling Mount Coronet, dealing with Electrode, and whatever horrors await for us at the top of the mountain. But until then, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.